Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the Petal Place property located in the countryside of northeastern Ontario, Canada. Hey guys, it's Peaches here. No, seriously, I wasn't going to be doing a video today. It's pretty noisy out here because the generator is going. But I just thought I'd share a few things with you. Like, I'm no expert, so I'm not going to pretend to be an expert. But we have been living in the countryside now for this summer 10 years. It's past 10 years now, right? Because we're almost at the end of July and we moved out here at the end of June. Okay, so a few things that we found important for these inconvenient days. And when I say inconvenient days, I'm talking about the fact that we have been without hydro now for over 40 hours now. Yesterday they said it was going to come back at 4 and then they pushed it to 11, and now I think it's at 4 o'clock this evening, still has not come back. So a few tips I want to share with you, and I have done this one before in a short where I talk about getting a generator. Now, a generator was one of our biggest purchases that we made when we moved out here. Among having to buy our own refrigerator and freezer, washer and dryer, and a stove. Now we chose to buy a gas stove. Now I'm just gonna move away from this generator for a little bit so that it's not so noisy. Yeah, so we chose to buy a gas stove. However, we don't have natural gas out here in the countryside, so we actually got it changed over to converted to a propane stove so that we could use the propane. So that is another great thing you may want to consider, because in inconvenient times like these, when the hydro is out, we can use our propane stove to look about our meals. Not only can we use our propane stove to look about our meal, but check this out. This is a grill, a barbecue. And not only do we use it to barbecue, but it comes with a burner. So we can actually look about meals, boil water for tea, make some porridge, whatever we want to do with that. So that's another thing you may want to consider when you're buying a barbecue and you're living in a countryside. You may also want to get yourself an extra tank, right? We have 2 tanks there. Don't mind the garbage behind. We've been cleaning up. We got to go to the dump to dump some stuff. But yeah, guys, so far we talk about the generator, we talk about the barbecue, and yes, we talk about the stove, the propane stove, right? Now I'm gonna take you inside in my laundry room and show you the secret I have hiding in there for these inconvenient days. Now let's go. And along with your generator, here is our propane stove. And along with generator, you will want to get some electrical cords. Now I would suggest that when you get those electrical cords, you get like a tote, a big tote, and put everything in there so that when your hydro goes out, you know exactly where to find stuff. Now we are going into my laundry room, and it's a bit dark in here because, as I said, I didn't plan to do the video, but I just did a post and I figured, you know what, these are things that I would think that people need to consider when they're moving to the countryside, because the fact of the matter here is, in the countryside, hydro goes out in the city too, right? However, in the countryside, there are so many trees in and around the hydro corridors that it is easier for us to lose hydro anytime, because the trees consistently fall, especially when you have like a storm like we had it didn't even blow hard for half an hour. And see, we've been without hydro for over 40 hours now, still waiting on the hydro to come back. Okay, so yeah, this is what I have hiding in my laundry room. It's in the corner over there. Yeah, you see a water barrel. I decided when I found out what was going on that it's best for me to have a water barrel in my laundry room for these inconvenient days. Inconvenient days. Why? Because we keep this water barrel full, and so we can get it to wash up whatever we want to wash up. We can also get it to bathe when we don't have hydro, because when we don't have hydro, the pump doesn't work downstairs, and so we don't have water flowing through the home. And one of the biggest things too is we can use it to flush that toilet, right? Now we do also have water outside in rain barrels, so we can use that too. But suppose it's in the winter that the hydro goes out, the water outside would be frozen, or we would have emptied those barrels, right? Now let's get out of this dark room. Yeah, I'm just gonna move away from the noise of the generator. Yeah, but my friends, as I was saying, if it is winter time, then we wouldn't have water in the barrels outside, or the water would have frozen if we left water out there. So it's best for us to have something on the inside where the water is always liquid and available. So yeah, those are some tips that I figure I would share with you guys. The importance of having certain things in place when you're out here in the countryside for these inconvenient times. Now, if this was of any benefit to you, please like, share. Actually, you could put some of these tips in place too, even if you're living in the city. Yeah, if it's of any importance to you or if any value to you, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and come along with us on our journey in the countryside of northeastern Ontario, Canada. My name is Peaches. I will see you again soon. Well, good now. Hopefully the hydro will be back soon. P.S. If it is important to you to have light outside at night, then when the hydro is out, some of these types of lights which get energy from the sun during the day and comes on to motion at night may be important for you, because we do keep light on outside at night in the countryside. Okay, so when the hydro is out, like during the nighttime, this light will come on by motion. So any movement will get this light to come on, and you could put them wherever you want to put them in your yard. Moa, thanks so much for spending some time with me in the garden today. Your support is greatly appreciated. Please consider subscribing and coming along with me on this journey on which I am endeavoring, working hard, putting in some elbow grease to create a country cottage garden retreat. See you again soon.